I'm Anna.
I'm Jacob.
In this series, we're going to show you how easy it is to build your own house. A couple of years ago, we had an opportunity to buy a burned house that included property and a shop, and it was a really good deal, so Jacob and I jumped on it. The property is on a nice street with big mature trees. It's about 3 acres, and it included a shop and a foundation for a house that had been burned. There was a lot of cleanup work to do, and we spent quite a bit of time just removing the burned debris and cleaning up the property. But the good news is the driveway's already in, there's already a footer in for the foundation, the electrical's in, the septic's in, and the well's in, so we're way ahead of the game. We started doing a little bit of cleanup work last summer, but with baby Everly and other projects to wrap up, we did not get very far. So this summer, as soon as the ground thawed, Jacob and I decided to hit the project hard.
So now it's time to clean up this mess. Looking good. We're getting it knocked out, get these footers scratched out, see what we can utilize.
The burned house had an existing footer that used to support a log cabin, so we knew the footer was very good and we wanted to continue to use that. However, it was very small, so we decided to expand on the footer a little bit. I kept thinking about how easy it is to build a garage and how inexpensive, and I thought, what if we could use those same concepts? So a really simple design, just basically 4 walls and a roof, and then make it a little bit nicer, add some woodwork or add some side porches, add some nice windows out front, and turn that simple footprint into something really awesome. So this is what I came up with. It's 28 feet by 36 feet, and it's got high ceilings that are fully insulated with a timber roof. So windows can really drive up your price because each window that you install, you have to buy the window, build a header for the window. Headers are poorly insulated, and you have to seal out the window. So every window that you build increases the price. So what I did with this design is we've got 6 main windows that face south, so they'll get solar heat, and those windows are shared throughout the house. So whether you're in the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, upstairs in the loft, coming down the hall, you can enjoy those same 6 windows. So you'll walk into an open concept floor plan, living room, dining room, kitchen area. This is a 2x6 wall here. It does support the floor joists for the upstairs, but it's all the plumbing. So you'll notice most of the utilities and the plumbing is along this wall to simplify the process. I kept a nice big bathroom downstairs. The bedrooms, if you'll notice, I've planned them around the beds. Another thing that I've learned with design in bedrooms is you don't necessarily want a big square bedroom because you have these just extra large spaces on either side of the bed where the nightstand goes. Instead, if you did more of a rectangle shape, then you have a good amount of space here right at the entrance of the bed in front of the closets, and then the beds are nice and compact and right where they should be with the perfect size for a nightstand. So it's just a little fine tweaking that you can do to really make your floor plan efficient but not feel tiny or like hard to use. So what we're really trying to create here is an intuitive house that almost knows your patterns before you even move in. And then over here I left a large utility room. So this will be the washer and the dryer, and then this will be the heat system over here, and it's all vented to the outside wall, so it'll be easy to do. We'll be working in storage underneath the stairs, and we'll do a barn door pantry over here since I love those so much. So there'll be a master suite upstairs, and you'll come up the stairs into a little loft area, and there will be a large walk-in closet, and again a smartly planned bedroom that feels big, but there's not wasted space on either sides of the bed. There'll be a bathroom. I couldn't really work in a large bathroom just because of the low ceiling upstairs, so again a compromise had to be made, and that's the compromise that I chose. We still kept a large shower in there. And then over here we have low ceilings to deal with. So I'm going to put a nice 2-person office system with chairs, on the low ceiling. And then this area here could be used for, working out, just hanging out, doing yoga, playing a board game, relaxing, and even guest sleeping space if you needed it. Since we're building basically just a box with a roof on it, we knew we needed to do some exterior elements to dress it up. So we're going to add this timbered side porch, and that will kind of create that dimensional effect on the outside. So we're going to do a roof insulation buildup, which we really like to do because you're working from the bottom upward. It gives that rustic Alaska feel with the wood ceiling, and it's just a specialty that Jacob and I do.
The time to start working on the actual house. So the first thing we did was extend the footers and make them bigger. We poured them in concrete, and then after that, then we stacked ICF blocks. It went really easy. ICF blocks, a couple hours of work, and we were ready to pour some concrete. So now here we are. ICFs are poured. We got our top plate on. We're going to get this floor framed. So today's big project is we're going to put in the TGI floor.
So it's really exciting to see this project starting to take shape, and we actually have a clean slate for the first time to start building off of.
Yeah, so floor's done and on to framing next.
We'll be putting out a video every week until this project has the roof on it. So make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss an episode, and then check back next Monday to see what we're up to.
And if you're wondering about the garage, that is on the back burner.
We live in Alaska, where you spend about 8 months indoors. So it would make a lot of sense to have a big house and plenty of room for your family to run around and be inside. But the problem is it's very expensive to heat. Our climate can get down below 50 below every single winter, and that can last for weeks. So you have to super insulate your house. If you have a big house, you need more insulation to insulate that house, but your insulation also needs to be thicker to accommodate the bigger space, or you're going to be paying thousands of dollars a month in heating fuel. So this is a big challenge, and it's driven the prices of our house in our community up to about $300,000 for a standard 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. With this house, we want to build a spacious house that feels open and somewhere you want to be in for 8 months out of the year. Also create a house that is inexpensive to heat. So something has to give. There has to be a compromise somewhere, and I don't think you should compromise on the insulation and the quality, and I don't think you want to go too tiny because you're inside all the time. So the only compromise I could really see is to simplify the design.